But that takes me to Honorable Agyapong, who is 65 now from Ascendon Pim, and he's always touted his village, and he has 24 years parliamentary experience, and that's very significant, even if he hasn't held a ministerial role before. To be in parliament for 24 years is quite significant. Chaired committees, served as ranking on a number of committees. And
he held the constituency down literally with his own purse.
Yes. And in terms of what goes for him, in terms of the positives for Ken Agyapong, I would say that he has the name recognition. I think in Ghana, a lot of people, any politically active person would have heard about him. The other thing is that he is recognized in the party as somebody who has made significant contributions, financially, campaign-wise, and all of that, even though now there are questions about how he puts that out, and people saying that you overflaunt your contributions to the party. But there was a time when people would tell you that, hey, without Ken's support, the party is going to suffer. So I think that is something that we should...
They don't only say he overflaunts it. They say, but where did you get the money?
Yeah, well...
So it is party that made you rich. So if you are giving us... Stop talking.
Well,
the last time he tried it, he got 37%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I think he's also seen as a no-nonsense person, straight talker. He speaks his mind, and we are at a point in this country where, especially among the youth, they feel we need discipline in society. We need somebody who can bulldoze his way through. People would say, "Oh, that is what Trump and the other right-wing leaders." In some countries used to catapult themselves into power. People talk about where he made his money, but I don't think anyone has said Ken is corrupt, he did this or he did that. There are question marks about, okay, how did he make his money and all of that, but he doesn't have that baggage. He seemed to be a self-made person, and I think he has a strong point when he says, I employ 9,000 people as an individual. And so when I say I'll create jobs, I mean it because I know how to do it. Those who say they'll create jobs, how many jobs have they created? I think that is a very strong point. And then he has a media group that is not too weak. And I believe that in a campaign like this, the media certainly would be helping. And he speaks quite well. I think on the downside, his past behaviors of reckless talk is something that will continue to haunt him. I don't know whether in those times he never contemplated one day wanting to seek to become president, but he got himself involved in certain debates and certain actions that I think that were not positive. People for Jimmy, and all of that, and getting into debate with some social media folks and direct insults and all of that. I think people would say that he would have temperament and emotional intelligence issues, even though over the period since he put himself up, I think there has been some changes in the way he manages himself. And he may not also be having the overwhelming influence in the central region now as he used to have. I think those days, Ken was like a kingmaker in the central region. And that's no longer the situation. In terms of who backs him, at this stage, I think I only know of Honorable Sticker from Ishaiso, and then I think Honorable Kwaku Kwatin is also backing him. So he also doesn't have that much big names backing him. Brian,